choose. She wants to skip to my loo. Skip to my loo. But I don't need to skip because I'm fit.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Yay! So in today's video, I'll be reviewing the movie Chief Daddy 2. Like, we need to talk about this movie. I've seen a lot of things online about this movie. In fact, before I saw the movie, that was when I went online. I wasn't really interested in seeing the movie, but I saw a lot of people talking about it, like this movie wasn't good and that. So I really wanted to watch the movie for myself so that I don't go by other people's judgments. So before I saw Chief Daddy 2, I decided to see Chief Daddy 1 just to refresh my memory. I don't want to base my judgment on hearsay. You get what I mean? So for those who don't know, Chief Daddy is a Nigerian movie, or it's a Nollywood movie that is just basically about a very wealthy man who died. He died in the beginning of Chief Daddy 1, and from my thinking and experience, I would say maybe he died of heart attack. So, but after his death, his immediate family realized that Chief Daddy had other concubines and children. Like, the man made sure he scattered his seeds all over the country. Not even all over, what am I saying? He scattered his seeds all over the globe. Okay, majorly in the country, but all over the globe. And then, I mean, when he died, all these kids started showing up with their mothers. So this brought about chaos in the family, brought about disorganization, quarrel and all that. Because, I mean, no family will realize that their father or their husband or brother or anything did such a thing, and they will be happy about it. So how did Chief Daddy 1 end? The lawyer, Mrs. Castle and Mr. Castle, but it was basically Mrs. Castle, who was acted by Dakore Ebuson. She read the will, and then they were all willed different things. Like, they were all very excited, but all of a sudden they were told that they could not access the money for one reason or another until they worked together as a team and all that. In fact, there was just a particular reason, financial reason they gave, that they could not access the money. I was like, okay, let's see how part 2 is going to turn out. So before I talk about part 2, that's Chief Daddy 2, can you just tell me what you think about Chief Daddy 2 in the comment section? Just let me know what you think so that you don't base your judgment on my own thoughts. Let me know what you think in the comment section, okay? Now let's talk about Chief Daddy 2. So Chief Daddy 2, I would say generally, the storyline was very weak. That's the truth. The storyline was very weak. It was very disorganized. It was here and there. Like, they were trying to do a lot of things at the same time, trying to focus on everyone at the same time. But it made me not to even get, like, it made it not to be substantial. Like, I didn't understand what they were trying to do, I knew there was going to be unity at the end, but, I mean, okay. Be nice. Let me just talk about things I liked about the movie. Let me not focus about any negative part now. So the production of the movie was good. It was really of good quality. And secondly, the role of Fowles, that's Big Money Famsi, and his girlfriend Sandra, like, I really loved it. You already saw me in the beginning of this video vibing to his song. I love that song. I've even gone on Google to look for it, but I can't actually find it. I know I'll find it later. The role, they actually killed their role. The way, I mean, Fowles gave me that London vibes, that London accent. He nailed the accent. His girlfriend Sandra B, acted by Beverly Osu, she actually did her role very well. Like, she acted her role very well. That supportive girlfriend, regardless of what her boyfriend was going through, she stuck by him. She gave him all moral support, all physical, spiritual, okay, not spiritual, but all form of support. She was there for him. I actually liked that part. She actually did justice to her role. So guys, another two people I loved their role, like the way they acted, they killed their role, or they nailed their role, was Choo Choo and Jorodi, acted by Nedu Azobia and Chi Girl. Like, who combined these two together? She actually made me laugh with that Chi Girl's accent that she's like, what is the name of that ring, that song that Rihanna sang? Shine bright like a diamond. Sorry. But she was hilarious. She was so funny, and Nedu Azubi as well. He was funny. I loved their role. I think they nailed it. Oh, now let's go into the part I did not. Okay, no. Let me talk about Tenny and Tinu. That's Kate Henshaw and oh, what's her name? Jennifer Funke Akindele. Why would I say what's her name? My God. So Jennifer Funke Akindele and Kate Henshaw. The fact that both of them settled for that man and they were like 2 houses in Banana Island. I could not stop laughing because what was that? What was that? Why would both of them? I thought they were sisters, they supported each other, but anyways, it made me laugh. I loved that part. They acted what they were told to act well. I mean, these are A-list actors, isn't it? But I don't expect anything less from them. But now let's go into those things I didn't like about the movie. Like, as I said earlier, the storyline was it was not well put together. It was a weak story. The scenes were here and there. They were trying to do a lot of things at the same time. Also, let me even talk about the Layla girl, the girl who showed up, who all of a sudden had so much power in the company. Obviously, maybe she got some shares, so she became the highest shareholder. But I mean, even Chief Daddy's lawyer didn't even know about this girl. What was that? Even when the will was read, she wasn't even mentioned in the will. And then when Nkemo, that's Sophia, who was the chauffeur, he went to a house and presented the picture and was like, Chief Daddy always had this in his pocket. I'm like, Chief Daddy always had this picture in his pocket, but he never included her in the will. What? I mean, what was that? What was that about? Okay, let's even talk about the psychologist. That's Ireti, who was acted by, the role was acted by Zena Balogun. Ireti was the psychologist, one of the children that Chief Daddy spread across the globe. This lady was Harvard trained from what they told us. She studied psychology. She's a psychologist. She came across in part 1 as someone who was put together, someone who was homely, someone who was actually going to even put the fire out. Then all of a sudden in part 2, she became like, what would I say? She became like the informant of the whole world. She became the, if I put it this way, gist lover Naija of the whole internet. What was that? Like, I mean, they would have used someone else for that role, but I don't understand why she all of a sudden changed into that. I don't think they actually nailed that part. They would have used someone else, maybe Sissy Ice Cream or someone who appeared red, maybe Iniedo or something, not someone who was, nah. Another thing I didn't like about this movie was the fact that they brought together A-list actors and actresses. Like, these are the likes of Patience Ozoko or Sophia, that's Nkemowo, Joke Silva, Iniedo, Zena Balogun, like Files, Beverly Osu, Beverly Naya. Like, I feel what a waste of quality and top-notch actors and actresses putting them in a movie, and sometimes some of them didn't even show. They didn't even have enough space to showcase their talent. I would say that. But anyways, that aside, another part I didn't like about the movie was the reconciliation. That reconciliation part, I don't understand it. Like, people that have been quarreling for, I would say, months or so, and then all of a sudden the Layla girl comes to the wedding and she's like, you know what, I'm incorporating sports and music into the Beecroft company, and then they start cheering, and that's it. Like, that's the reconciliation. What was that, please? What was that? No, it didn't kill it for me. Like, I feel they should do more. I think the Nigerian movie industry, we are doing well, but we need to look into some things. We need to, like, vet movies before putting them on Netflix. Anyways, guys, I hope you've let me know what you think about the movie in the comments section. Thank you very much for watching, and if you've not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Give this video a thumbs up. Leave your comment down below. If you subscribe, turn on the notification bell so that you get notifications whenever I post new videos. See you next time. Love you. Bye.
Hey, you need to allow it.
Hey, I eat your salad. No chicken, just salad.